Wilt Chamberlain. Now, Wilt Chamberlain was a special athlete. Special because he played the whole entire game. He played 48 minutes. No subbing out. And he played 82 games. One season he played 48.5 minutes. That means he played the entire game and the overtimes in the games he played. So sometime in the playoffs, I guess what? When you have a team like Boston had with 5 Hall of Famers, it's 5 against 1 basically. And these guys playing those 7 hours, he's tired. Oh yeah, that's why they won. Because they had a team. It was just him. It was just him. So, people say, oh, Bill Russell has 12 championships. Well, Will Chamberlain should have more. But, he just didn't have no one on his team. Should have out. And he wasn't a guy who wanted to team up. That wasn't the thing then. But he tried. He tried. So he only got 2 championships. That's it. Because Bill Russell got the rest. But understand this. Will Chamberlain was a special kind of athlete. Not only did he play the entire game, which takes a hell of an endurance, he also used to be able to jump in the air 50 meters. He had 50 degree hops. That's more than Jordan. He could jump high. He could jump high. 50 meters in the air, that's high. But he's in the Volleyball Hall of Fame. When he ran track, he was one of the fastest guys in the track. He always won the shot put. He always won the long jump and the high jump. Wilt Chamberlain was a special athlete. If Wilt Chamberlain played today, he would be a special athlete. And with all the modern stuff that he could have today, there would be no stopping him. He definitely would be a top 10 player. He may be the best player in the NBA right now. Who knows? I mean, Wilt Chamberlain really made me sit back and think. Because on my old-time team, I have Shaquille O'Neal as center, and then I have Kareem at power forward. And then I have Kobe, Michael Jordan, and Magic Johnson. But he made me rethink that team because he may replace Kareem. Because this guy is a super athlete. This guy could jump higher than Michael Jordan. He had a 50-inch vertical. A 50-inch. Now he was 7'1" and could jump 50 inches in the air. And he also was a great athlete. He never lost in track and the shot put and the long jump and the high jump. And he's in the Volleyball Hall of Fame. So yeah. But he didn't stop doing what he was doing. He done a lot of stuff. But with Chamberlain, some of the stuff that he says he done, people don't believe him. And it may not be true, but it may be true. Who knows? Because, I wouldn't believe somebody plays the entire game and has stats like that unless I was seeing it with I was seeing it with my own eyes. But it's what it says. People think this. And I know it has to be true because back in the Will Chamberlain days, that's when they were fighting for civil rights. Nobody's going to say, "Oh, black man did this and that," and it really didn't. Nobody's going to be lying for black men back in those days. So if they say he did, yeah, he probably did. So sit back and really think. Now in those days they're fighting for civil rights. So a black man wasn't going to get credit for doing anything in the NBA just because he said so. No white people was going to say, well, we can make him seem like he was the best ever. No, he had to actually be the best in order to get the recognition. Which him play offense and he played defense. He was a big star. Now, you may have a problem with me because Tim Duncan is not on my all-time team because Shaquille O'Neal is better, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar is better, which would be my power forward, Will Chamberlain is better, which is the center on my second team, and the King Olajuwon is better. So Tim Duncan would not be on my team. That's me. That's not part of Will Chamberlain's legacy. That's just me talking. But if you watch the games, Will was learning how to play like everyone else. Now you put him in today's game, and he learned from a young age. This guy would definitely be one of the top guys, if not the top guy in the NBA, because this guy was a physical specimen. He was a physical specimen. Like LeBron James, he's built like no other. But Will Chamberlain is built like no other also. Like Will Chamberlain would be stronger than LeBron, faster than LeBron, jump higher than LeBron. So would this guy be in nowadays? Would he be the best ever? Who knows? Because he has an unbelievable stamina. So who knows how it would be? Depending on where he got to fit in the NBA. And oh yeah, he actually blocked Kareem Skyhook. That's unheard of. But yes, he blocked Kareem Skyhook. And guess what? This guy was amazing. I can't say enough about this guy. But he was done a lot. So if you want to ask me whatever question about Will Chamberlain, and I'll tell you. Ask me any question about Will Chamberlain, and I'll tell you.